Welcome to Funnel Fridays. I was just saying this will be recorded and this will be available in the coaching section of the app. And we're going to be doing this every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern for the next 12 weeks. This is an introduction. So today we're going to start with introducing you to our account executive who's going to run us through some fun hands-on work sessions today. Her name is Jen, and she is a seasoned veteran in the industry, being a top-ranking rep in just one company for the last 33 years. She caught the Rapid Funnel bug and now shares the vision with Rapid Funnel CEO Patrick Shaw, who you're going to hear from shortly. And she decided to join Rapid Funnel. Now that is a testimony. So she lived and cruised on her 1937 wooden ketch boat for about 8 years. She is an avid airstreamer and trains top level horses in the discipline of dressage. So we are so fortunate she's our account executive, and she's going to be leading our weekly Funnel Friday trainings. So go ahead and take it away, Jen.
Hey, thanks, Dawn. And it's so nice to meet all of you. I'm looking forward to getting to know you all and supporting you with growing your business. As Dawn shared, I've been in the industry for a long time. I've tried so many different tools. I can't even tell you. It's kind of been that bump and bruise your knee and try something and put all your contacts in and hope it works. And this has been just a game changer. When I found out about Rapid Funnel, I got connected with Patrick and never looked back. He's just put a brilliant, brilliant piece of technology together. And really what it does is it answers and solves just the fundamental questions of, can I do this? How do I do this? Will I get help? You can just show them in the palm of your hand. This is what you're going to do. This is how easy it is. So I want to turn it over as quickly as I can to Patrick so you can catch his vision, because I'll tell you what, he is really disrupting the network marketing space with this app in a major way. And I'm excited to be a part of it at this juncture, because we're going to see huge things going on. And I know it's going to impact your business and your ability to actually grow and grow in a way that will last and will stick. It's pretty exciting. So Patrick, take it away.
Jen, thank you so much. It's great to be with everybody. I can't wait for them to get to really meet you and know you on the weekly trainings. Jen is really a Renaissance woman. When you learn more about her, she's got the kind of life that even I looked at after 25 years of networking, and she has traveled to incredible places. Has the lifestyle that most people go, well, that's what I'd do if I had freedom and time. And so it'll be great for them to hear from you, Jen. We will dive right in, and let me pull up the slide deck. And as you guys already know, listen, you're in a great business. We love working with Dawn. I've got to give her a quick shout out because this is a collaboration. It doesn't happen with any one person. I mean, the essence of network marketing is all about team. And Dawn has put so much effort, time, energy into creating some really powerful flows for ACM, for you guys to be able to build a better business, and obviously for herself as well. So just a shout out to her, and I think you'll get a feel for how much energy and time has been put in. And one other little housekeeping, here's the crazy part. As cool as it is, what I'm about to show you, I think it'll blow your mind. It's as bad as it will ever be. And what I mean by that is we can start to figure out which tools you guys are using, which resources in which order, how prospects are engaging, which means we can improve everything. Okay, so let's talk about this. Your powerhouse business builder, as Dawn mentioned, is the Advancement Navigator app. That's where all your ACM content is going to be located. And what you're going to see is some solutions to a lot of challenges that exist. You know, right now in networking, when we look at it across the board, the fundamentals really haven't changed in 70 years. It's about the relationship. It better be simple. If you can onboard a brand new person and you can help get a check in their pocket in the first 30 to 60 days, they're literally 4 times more likely to succeed in the business. Now, unfortunately, it's become more difficult to onboard somebody than it is to sign them up and drive Uber. I mean, we live in this day of complexity, this day and age. Technology's not really been built for you to make networking simpler. What you're going to see in the Advancement Navigator app is just that, a simple way for you not only on a part-time basis to tell the story more effectively with ACM, but to help brand new people succeed. So finding one platform that solves all your biggest problems, a platform that is, most platforms are built for digital marketers. There are a sea of tools out there. And it's one of the most unfortunate things happening in networking today. And you guys, some of you have experienced it. Give me a shout out or in the chat if you've tried to use different tools. I don't care if it's a survey platform, a CRM, an email campaign, ClickFunnels. Like, how many different platforms have you used? But at the end of the day, they don't duplicate. You can't get a brand new person. You're going to go, yeah, just spend $300 with ClickFunnels. Oh, you might need a marketing, digital marketing guy because it's kind of hard to use. And it would be cool if that ClickFunnel I could create for you, but you got to do it yourself. I mean, can you imagine how difficult that is? And a confused mind in networking does nothing. In any field for that matter. And you want to be authentic. It's about the relationship. So here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to touch on a number of things today. And then I'm going to show you, most importantly, the app and how cool the features are and kind of give you a high-level overview. And in the weeks to come, Jen is going to do a deep dive with Dawn on some of these specific features in the platform and how you can use them to generate more qualified leads and follow up more effectively with less time, right? Building a really solid business is not easy, but it shouldn't be difficult. It should be relatively simple. It's still hard work, but if we can simplify it for you and your team, everybody wins. Okay, so let's talk about some of the specific bullet points. Number one is the number one KPI, or what we call the lead measure, is the quantity and the quality of the prospecting. We want to help you increase the quantity and the quality of the prospecting. I see Phyllis and Hezron out there. And you guys, if you onboarded me and I could get started and you could sit down with me and not tell me what to do, but literally show me what to do. Take the app and go, hey, let's talk to 10 people right now. And it was so simple for me to do, right, that I was inclined to do it. We love this saying in networking where, there's no money inside your comfort zone. Well, I agree with that, but I am not trying to get them on the edge of the cliff, scare them to death, and make them do things that freak them out, and I want to quit before I even got started, right? So, yes, you got to get outside of your comfort zone, but the more I can keep you in your comfort zone and still do the proper activity, can we all agree that's a better world, right? That means everybody has more success. Okay, so help a new recruit get started and paid, a belief check, develop layers of leadership at the very highest level. It's not you getting in the nitty gritty. It's you helping visionary leaders who want to change their life to build a business. And that requires duplication. Duplication requires systems. People do not duplicate. As badly as we may want them to, systems duplicate. You just got to find hungry people and show them a system. We'll show you that today. Every week, training on the advanced feature and resource, talked about that. Making your first exposure, we're going to talk about that today. Set a goal for yourself to get on the leaderboard. And then we're going to talk just a little bit about personalizing your app. Okay. Now, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, I think most everybody here has. You can literally just click on that link. And Steffi, if you'll put it in the chat window for everybody, you can go directly to the Getting Started page. It looks just like this. Actually, this takes you directly to a page where you can create and download the app. There is also a Getting Started page that looks like this. And Steffi will put the link in there. But this is a page that you can send to everybody on the team. where they can download the Advancement Navigator app. And when they choose to download it from here, it'll automatically have everything that I'm going to show you is all pre-built. The individual doesn't have to do anything. Okay? All right. So with that stuff said, I am going to stop that screen share and I'm going to pull over your app. You've got every single button in this platform. Yes, there is a dashboard. You can log in from your back office, but it's mobile first. And the reason it's mobile first is because we don't leave the house without our cell phones. And we're in businesses that are kind of remote. I mean, we don't want to be tied to a desk. That's why you're in ACM. You want flexibility and time. And when you've got 5 or 10 minutes to kill and you went to pick up the kids or whoever it is, and you've got 10 minutes and you're sitting there, you can literally prospect. Every button in the app is active. So I'm going to give you a quick high-level tour of the platform first. All your contacts are right here. Next week, Jen is going to teach specifically on how to really in detail load contacts properly and how you get to own your database. YouTube and Facebook are not free. You pay a price for them. They are selling every piece of data that you're creating in a relationship between you and the prospect. So she's going to show you how to own your own database forever. Okay, Dawn doesn't own it. Advancement Navigator, RapidFunnel, nobody. You own this data and nobody else. You can export it all. Go to LinkedIn tomorrow and try to export all your contacts. Good luck. YouTube won't let you do it. Facebook, you think those are your contacts. Try to export them all, right? With a name, a phone number, an email, all the data that Facebook has that they won't share with you. So you need to use Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, but you need to get the data into your own contacts. So all your contacts are here. Jen is going to talk about that in detail next week. I do want to show you 2 really important numbers in the app. These 2 numbers, exposures and engagements. Exposures is the quantity of the prospects that you share information with. What that means is how many unique prospects of the 28 that are in the app, how many unique prospects did you send information to? And then how many actually engaged in the information? Now, in this demo app, you can see the stats say 100% because 13 people, unique prospects that I sent something to, 13 of them actually engaged in the content. Okay? That means they filled out a survey, opted into an email campaign, they watched a video, they took an action. You guys have 23 different resources in your app. If I click on resources right now, you have a whole bunch of resources in here, and you can see these resources are organized as get permission, peak, present, follow up, testimonies, and join now. You have everything organized. So literally, when you prospect somebody, you can go straight to get permission. And here are 3 different conversation starters that are built in for you to get permission. Okay? Invite for a survey, conversation opener 1, conversation opener 2. And if you want to go, well, what are these? All you have to do is click on the blue button and it'll show you exactly what the invitation is. Okay? So I'm going to ask for somebody in a minute to play along, and I'm going to put you in the app and show you the actual flow. I'll come back to resources in a minute. I want you to see that you have a digital business card. Look, Linktree is charging like 30 or 40 bucks or something for a digital business card. Our card is awesome. Your card is awesome in the Advancement Navigator app. If I click on the QR code, I can go to a live event. I can just pull up my QR code when I'm at an event, and sometimes you can see it's showing in my app, it's super fast, but there's a delay in my screen share. But the app is liquid fast. So I pull up the QR code. I'm at an event. Somebody can take a picture, and then your digital business card is going to pop up right there in the app. It's got your picture, your name, your phone number, your email. You can choose what these links say and where they go, and you can have up to 10 of them on your digital business card, right? The social feeds are all right here. And you know how much this digital business card cost you? It's part of the standard free version of the app. So instead of paying 30 or 40 bucks for a digital business card, all these links are trackable. It's built in. Okay? You can add personal resources. So Dawn has created a bunch of company resources for you, right here. But if I toggle over to personal resources, well, you can add your own personal resources to the app that are trackable. Now, the standard free version lets you add 3 resources. The pro version allows you to add unlimited. When I show you all the features and resources, it would literally cost you $600 a month to have access to what's in the pro version, okay? And the free version is a couple $100 a month that you're getting absolutely free. And that's important, maybe not for you, but it's important that there's a free version for your brand new person. You don't want to nickel and dime them. You want to be able to say, hey, we've got everything built into one platform. It's available for you and it's already paid for, right? Our team foots the bill for that. Just download the app and let's get to work. Does that sound good? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. All right. Let me go on to a few other things. You have an email campaign in here. And if you want to see what that email campaign is, you click on email. There's the ACM opportunity campaign. It goes 45 days right now. By the time your prospect is in this campaign and they go to 45 days, there'll be 100 days in here, right, Dawn Marie? We're going to work with you to get all that loaded. So
absolutely. I'm just adding some this weekend.
And what's cool about an email campaign, guys, is a lot of people that you prospect, they are the right person. It's just the wrong time. But if I call Hezron and I'm like, Hezron, and I've been trying to get him off the fence for about 2 weeks, and it's not happening. And I call Hezron and I'm like, hey, Hezron, listen, I can tell you're busy, man. You got a lot going on right now. Let me just stay in touch. I'll reach back out in a couple months. And Hezron's almost like, oh, thank goodness. Okay. I've done a good job following up, but it's feeling a little heavy. He's not ready. Life's in the way. He feels relieved. And I say, Hezron, let me do something. Let me stay in touch with you, okay, via email. Is that okay? And if I come across something super interesting, I'll send it to you. Hezron's like, sure, great. Check your inbox. I just sent you an email. I want to make sure I don't end up in your spam folder. And if I come across something great, I'll send it to you. Hezron says, okay, super. He clicks on the link. Guys, you're going to have like a 60% opt-in rate to email. Opt-in. Opt-in rates are like 2 and 3%. You're going to have a 60%. If you're doing a terrible job, you're going to have a 40% opt-in rate. If you're doing an incredible job, you're going to have a 70% opt-in rate to email. That means every 10 people that you ask to do that, 70, 80% maybe are going to opt into a campaign. And now, 6 months from now, when the time is right, you're sending them emails 1-to-1. The open rate is about 50% of the link in that email. The app is going to tell you you have a new hot prospect. You're going to text them and they're going to be like, oh my gosh. Rachel's going to be like, oh my gosh, I just watched that video you sent me, Patrick. And you're like, and I'm going to be like, oh, no kidding. Because the app just told me she did. And I know how many minutes of the video was watched. And I never lose a prospect again. I'm building a database of prospects. Everybody following me so far? Contest and leaderboards. We have recognition and leaderboards. Now, we threw this one in here. It starts on January the 1st, and it goes till 2025. Now, we're going to create some others, but you can already see individuals that are on this leaderboard. This means that Dawn Marie herself has talked to 27 unique prospects, because this is how points work. Points are engagements. If I go to the home screen This number 13 in my demo app, that means 13 unique people that have been sent information, that have engaged in information. Dawn Marie has done this 27 times, right? Where a unique prospect has looked at information that she has sent. So she gets a point every time that happens, right? Okay. Contest details are right here. So we've had a little bit of fun. Your coaching is down here, by the way. These weekly trainings, they'll be a little delayed. So I would encourage you to be on the live training event. But the weekly trainings are going to get loaded into the coaching section of the app, and you will find them right here. So anybody that downloads the app can come to coaching and they can find this information, right? The ACM rollout is right there. So your content's all right there. Okay. All right. Now let's let the rubber hit the road here. Who's willing to just give me a shout out? Who's willing to play along with me? Open your mic and let me prospect you. I'm going to share your email and phone number with everybody. It's a tight group, so I don't think that's a big deal. But who's willing to play along? Raise your hand. I can't see.
Yeah, raise your hand if you want to do it, and we'll unmute you. Okay, looks like we got Colin. So let's go ahead.
Who's that, Calvin?
Collins. It looks like Colin.
Oh, Colin. Okay. So Colin, okay, fantastic. So Colin, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to prospect you. I bump into you. We're at some event together. We're chatting. And I hit the plus button down here at the bottom of the screen. Now, when I hit that plus button, I can import contacts from my phone's database. But because I just met Colin, I don't have his info. I have a couple choices. I can hand him my phone and say, hey, Colin, give me your info. It was great chatting. I'll send you a little bit of information I think you'll find interesting. In this case, I'm on a Zoom, so I'm literally just going to ask Colin for his info. And it's Colin, is the last name. It's Bell Mend. Is that right, Colin?
MEND, yes, thank you.
Okay, what's your phone number?
07
Yep.
941
Mm-hmm.
507
Yep.
403.
Okay.
Thank you, Patrick.
And where are you located?
UK, London South.
Okay. So I'm going to go down here to the UK. United Kingdom. Okay. So I got his information. Maybe even I want to grab a quick picture, smile. There we go. Okay. So I grabbed that quick picture, right? And I put that in my phone. And then I want to put some information. Tell me 2 or 3 quick, interesting things about you, Colin.
Right. Very open. Like to believe that I'm helping people with honest information, factual, health, like to be healthy as much as I know.
Okay. So, and then I might put number of kids or hobbies or activities. I want to detail this, and then I want to rate Colin as a prospect. And let's say I'm like, man, this guy is entrepreneurial, money motivated. He's got contacts and credibility. He's somebody I'd want to work with. So I'm going to call him a 5-star prospect. And then I'm going to create a label. And Colin and I belong to a book club together. That's where we met. You really are a smart guy, Colin. Right? And so there we go. I got his picture, his name, all his information. Boom. Jen will talk more about putting a contact in properly next week. But now I save that contact info. Do I want to schedule a follow-up? Well, okay, let me schedule a follow-up. I'm going to do that for tomorrow. I'm going to schedule that for about this same time because of the time zone, okay? And I'm going to put that in here, and I'm going to save it, and I can push it to my Google Calendar or my iPhone. Guys, this is all built in. All these things would be different platforms you're paying for. So I save that information, and it saves that information in task. The app is going to remind me about this follow-up tomorrow, and I can push it to my Google or iPhone calendar. Now, you might say, well, how does Colin have a score of 35? Well, because I rated him a 5-star prospect. Well, how is Colin going to get to a score of 100? The rest of Colin's score is going to be based on our interaction between each other. What information he's viewing. Is he watching video? He gets bonus points for watching a lot of video. But I reach out to Colin and I click on his contact card and I click send resources. Now, why do I want to go to contact first? Because if I go to his contact card and I click send a resource, everything I send to Colin is trackable back to Colin. So if I go to send a resource and I want to introduce him to at-cost metals and I click on get permission, and let's see, what do I want to send him? I want to share something with you because you're one of those people I admire that is intelligent and open-minded. Oh, we just talked about that. He's intelligent and open-minded. So this is what I'm going to send him. Now, I go down here. You can see there's no button right here because I didn't get Colin's email. I should, but I didn't. I could text him, but because he's overseas, he's in UK, I want to send something via social. So I click the social button. It was right here down below. And I'm going to go to WhatsApp. And I'm guessing he's going to show up in WhatsApp. He sure did. Now, can you fix that for me, Steffi, please? Because I went to his contact card, it should have automatically put in his name, Colin. I want to share something with you. Steffi will have that fixed shortly. And Steffi, check all 3 of the pre-written messages, okay? Cool? Steffi, are you frozen or are you with me?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Perfect. Thank you. So Steffi is going to make sure that the pre-written message is already there. It'll literally say, when you go to send it, it'll say, Colin, I want to share something with you because you're one of those people. And Colin says, oh, yes, I have a moment. Great. So I go right back to the app and I go from get permission to peak interest. Now, what do I want to send? What do you like here? Dawn, you like the 2-minute animated explainer or the survey? Or
Well, here's what I tell people, if you can hear me okay. I tell them if they're under 50, send them the animated explainer video. If they're over 50, send them that intro for retirees. Or the other one is the why at cost metals 2-minute. So that's really cool. The survey is more for cold market.
Well, Colin definitely looks like he's under 50. So I'm going to send him that animated explainer video. And I'm going to go to WhatsApp. And I'm going to send this over. Colin's going to get this. Now, guys, doesn't it look nice? Now, here's the crazy part. I'm going to open this. Some of you know this. But I'm going to open this. And here's the video. And if I click join now, you know where I'm going to go? I'm going to go to my ACM page, enrollment page. Colin's information is automatically filled in. This page automatically has my picture, my name, my phone number, my email. It's all in here automatically. Now, if you went and created this digital page, it would cost you a couple $1,000s. You'd have to pay for a platform, right? None of the data would come. You'd have to get the data all to come directly to you. If I put this page somewhere else and somebody fills it out, the app tells me I have a new prospect. In this case, it's going to tell me if Colin watches this video. Okay? And then I can turn around and respond. Now, you've got a bunch of present tools here. You've got follow-up resources, comp plan, full documentary, right? Product pricing. All of it's right here, testimonies, and then join now, which is directly to your ACM link. So I'm going to stop here. I just want you guys to, most importantly, think about building a large organization. Just don't just think about yourself, like, which is okay, but this is going to make your life easier. But think about how much easier this is going to make the life of your team. Right? Now, Dawn spent a lot of money to build out this platform. She had to write the check. I was on a call with a leader yesterday, Dawn. I thought it was so funny. This leader wrote the check, but really didn't buy into the platform. Frankly, she's half retired, but her team wanted it, so she agreed. And we built out all the resources. And this was like a year and a half ago. And she's the big time earner and income earner. She's on a call with me yesterday, and she's starting to get plugged back in again in building the business. And she has been using the app just for herself. She spends 14 hours a week with her kids at games, soccer, football, sports, whatever they play, 14 hours a week. She goes, I have never in my lifetime seen a platform. What got her? She spent the money. She paid for it. She didn't use it. She let all the team use it, and the other team built it out. But she started using it herself personally and is like, this has changed the game. I know when prospects follow. I know when prospects watch information. It makes it easy for me to follow up. I have my phone with me all the time. I can't be at these games and have a laptop and a computer and all this, but I can do this. I got 5 minutes, boom. Now, there are some advanced features. If I go to contacts as an example, I want to show you one here really quickly. If I go to contacts and I click this button, activity log, it's a pro feature. But I wake up in the morning and I click activity log because I want to chronologically see every single prospect that has been looking at information. Because this tells me who to follow up with. And if I miss 2 or 3 days, it doesn't matter. I can come right back and go, oh, look, Dawn Marie on May 26th looked at some information, right? This is a demo app. So my personal app every single day, people, because I have hundreds of people in the platform. So I click on it, and every day there are new people that I haven't talked to in a long time that I need to follow up with. Because chronologically, I can click on Dawn Marie, and then the app will show me everything I sent her, when she clicked on it, when she viewed it, etc. If I go to contacts, I can click on my drop down. I can look at most recent. Well, who's going to be most recent? Colin is, because I just sent him information. And if I go to Colin and I go to WhatsApp, now I can see. Thanks for the intro. Beautifully done. And with your details, look forward to receiving more, right? So I'm like, well, wow, that was nice. He wants me to send more info. I'll pop over here. I'll go to testimonies. I want him to meet the team. I'm going to hit him up on WhatsApp. Boom. I send it over. Absolutely. It was great meeting you. You're going to love this link. It'll give you a great idea of how great our culture is. Wow, my phone needs to reboot. Okay. All right. You guys see though how simple this is? I think we've done enough, Dawn Marie. We can take questions. This was high level. What you guys are going to get moving forward is a deep dive on unique features and how to use them. I mean, we could literally spend 15 to 30 minutes doing a deep dive on any single feature in the platform and really how to leverage it and how to help your team leverage it. But Dawn Marie, let's stop there. I can spend a few minutes. I can turn it over to you guys, whatever's helpful to you.
Well, I would love Antoine just to say a few words. He's super excited about this. He'll get the team fired up. Antoine, are you available to talk at this time? He was saying he wanted to share a few words.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Antoine McBay. And let me make sure he can. I think he's a co-host.
Hello, everyone.
There he is.
Hi, Patrick. Thank you so much. You and the team. Jen, thank you for really what you've put together. Thank you, Don, for what you've put together. And let me just share this. I have been in this space for more than 28 years. Wow. And I'm a guy that have never really used systems like this and tools like this. I've been behind the times, so to speak. The old belly-to-belly guy, which is nothing wrong with that. But let's face it, this is 2024. We do live in a day and a phase and age of technology. And it only makes sense to effectively use these type of tools and systems, and technology is designed to make the business more efficient, more simple, and quite frankly, easier to work, especially when you have a newborn person, a prospect, really wants to get engaged and just really needs to know what to do. And we've simplified the process thanks to Don and what the team has really put together, and Patrick. So I'm here because, guys, I'm learning just like you are. I'm not a technology guy in this facet when it comes to building a business, but I can learn. And the way they gamified everything, and even the cost. I told I was going to build this out for the team. That was my plan. But I wanted the company to launch. And then some of us know we already use another system that's kind of free, but it doesn't have a built-in CRM. It doesn't have the email campaign. And all those things are important because a no today doesn't mean no always. People might change with time and circumstances. And so when you're able to drip on them, and the system is already there in place to do so, that's all the heavy lifting for everyone. We may say no today. 3 weeks later, they're like clicking on a link in your email going, man, I'm ready. I need to do this. And so the importance of data, your contacts, information, to be able to leverage this CRM to do that, that is so valuable. A lot of people have contacts and don't even know how to use them. So this is not necessarily a cold market play, but it allows you to just really low touch. You don't have to say much. Just get the permission and then allow the system to go to work for you. That I love. And then we can score it, we can rank it, and we can see exactly the simplicity of it. And then you got a support team. It's important. When Patrick saw something, he said, Jen, let me get on it right away. We don't have to do the support on the app and the tools. We got a team that do it for us. So if we notice something or something's not right, we can send a ticket in. We don't have to figure it out. You don't have to contact Don. There's a support ticket right there, and they're all on top of it. So I haven't really pushed this out to everyone yet because I needed to understand it even more. But I'm working with Don. We're putting it together now that we're in the soft launch with ACM. And I'm telling you, to me, this is the training. It's understanding how to operate and use the functions of the app because everybody can do that. Everybody can push a button. Everybody can follow up with the gamification and understanding the points and scores of where they are. If you're not doing well, guess what? Your score is too low. We need to increase your score. And that's it. So what do you need to do to increase your score? Those are the things that we're talking about. So I'm excited. I'm looking to work on it. I want to get my score up so I can rank up in the game, so to speak, because all it's going to do is help me in my business even more. People think I've sponsored a whole lot of people at ACM. No, I haven't. And it doesn't take a whole lot. But when you can get the right ones with a system or two like this and show them the simplicity of a building a business, I'm telling you, it makes things easier.
Man,
it makes
Don,
things easier.
Where'd you get this guy? I love him. Mr. McBay, you got it. You could be training on our training calls, man.
I knew you would.
He's got it. I mean, that is it. And I never recruited a lot, Antoine. That's what's crazy. I made more millions than I can count in networking. I never recruited a ton. I recruited consistently, but I probably didn't recruit a dozen people a year on average. But you know what? I ended up with an organization of hundreds of thousands, not because I was lucky, but I got the new person into production. And when they learned to get a check, they could teach how to get a check, right? And that's what we're talking about with systems. That's awesome. You get me excited, man. You totally get it. Don, I do want to mention, look, we made a little bit of a mistake last week. We rolled out, we had a huge release. We have an incredible dev team. It's 15 people. And by the way, I mean, if you want an idea of how much has been put into this platform, we have $7 million literally in lines of code. What I have paid developers, I mean, direct salaries to a development team is more than $7 million now at this point, more than a decade later. So This stuff does not happen easily. And you guys get all access to all of those features between the standard or the pro. What I do want to let you know is we made a little bit of a mistake last week. We had a huge rollout. We were a little too self-assured that there wouldn't be any issues. We should have rolled it out to beta. We found some bugs, so there's been a few clunky things in there this week. It's going to take us 4 or 5 days to clean some of them up. So if you see anything, I mean, you can see I'm on your app, so you can see everything's pretty fluid. I'm using it, but I do know there are a few things in there. So just be patient this week. Next time, we're just going to roll it into beta for 2 or 3 weeks. 1 or 2 of you may be even in that beta rollout, but we'll roll it to beta before we roll it out to the fields. So just be aware of that. Okay, Dawn, Jen, thank you, Mr. McBay.
Yeah, let's see. Jen, did you want to do anything at this point? Thank you, Antoine. Oh, let's make sure she can speak.
Hang on. Sorry, I thought I'd unmuted myself. Well, Mr. McBay, you've got it. That's the deal. And, you know, so many people really miss that. I've been in the industry long enough to know that's like my #1 frustration. So when I met Patrick and I saw this app, it was like lightning striking because I thought, wow, someone's finally figured it out and finally done something about it. And I guess no one else was willing to spend $7 million to make it happen. So I'm excited for you guys because I think that in the palm of your hands, you've got whatever you'd like to do going forward. And I'll be walking you through some of the details. We'll just get started next week with that. Some of you are using it already, obviously. And so bring your stories to the table too, because those just, everybody wants to just realize, does it work? You know, I mean, and you can see all of the features. They're amazing. And if you can take a new person and show them, like the next week's training will go through how to reach out to 5 contacts, because a new person can do that in under 5 minutes. And when a new person just gets in action, you know that if they get engaged in action, they're going to get results. And as soon as they get a check, their belief is going to go through the roof. They're going to love it, and they're going to stick. It's really just as simple as that. It's not a complicated industry. The hard part's getting people in action, and this is a tool that's going to do it. So I'm excited to be working with y'all because you're going to be getting a lot of people in action because it's a great resource.
Guys, if you haven't done it, go and put yourself in as a contact right now. Like literally go put yourself in as a contact and send yourself a pre-written message. And just think about, would I send that message to somebody? Would I be comfortable? Right? And we're not saying all the messages are perfect. You can adjust them in the send box, but you see they're pretty low key. It's like, hey, I'm starting something. I'd love to get your feedback. May not be a fit. Like everybody's going to go, oh, I can do this. I can ask for somebody's opinion. And all we have to do, as Jen said, is just get them into activity. Dawn?
Okay, I think there's just a few questions. There is, now I know Ben had his hand up, but he was going to, he just wanted to do the promo or your demo. But okay, Pastor Carl has a question, so let me unmute him. Let's see. All right, straight to the CEO. You are very lucky, sir. You can ask your question.
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm very grateful to all the leaders and to Patrick for thinking about the little people. You know, there are people like Antoine and myself that can recruit, but when you have a team that's looking, you know, you can this here is something that can teach the team how to make things happen also. Now, I'm an older guy, so I had a question. I keep hearing app. Now, I did ask in the chat, is the app only on the phone, or can you use this on your computer also, your laptop?
Both. Yep. Both are available.
So it works because my upline is Shauna and Peter, and we was trying to get the I was trying to get this system, and it was I think he said it was some bugs in it. So I did try again yesterday, and I was able to create the account, but it wasn't like the video. I did it through I had to put my link in once it registered me. Well, once I was inside the back office. So my question is, I think I have all my information inside. Um, I want to know, what link do I use to get this
Yeah.
to mark it?
And we won't do too many technical kind of questions, but I can answer this one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Steffi will put the link in right now. All
Uh-huh.
you do is click in the link in the chat in Zoom, and it will bring you to this page that I'm showing you. When
Mm-hmm.
you come to this page, if you've already downloaded the app, all you have to do is click log in. So go to this page, click log in, and then use the same username and password that you use to log into your account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this is logging me in automatically into my personal account. Okay, but you get the idea. It will log you in. You will have to put in your username and your password, and that's it. And you're good to go. Am I
Okay,
sharing? Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, that's
so
it.
so so then once you're inside your back office, then what we'll learn next week, like what link do we send out for people to get exposure for it?
Well, I mean, listen, the fact is the vast majority of people are going to use the app. So we're not going to train very much on the back office. You can go back there. It's pretty self-explanatory. But
No.
most people, the vast majority of your team is going to be on their cell phone. And that's the world we live in. The way things are going, guys, I mean, there may not be computers. You'll put on a pair of glasses, it'll link up to your cell phone, and you'll see a screen in front of you. That's the direction things are going in the next 3 or 4 years. But all that being said is we're going to train on the app. And that's what we were showing you today, the app itself, the native mobile app that you can download on your cell phone.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
and so what I just wanted to share is during this week, if you want more exposure, you don't have to wait till next Friday. We want you to start sending stuff out right now. So when the very first time that you log on to the mobile app, it's going to have a welcome video that's just 1 minute long. And then it's going to move you into the import wizard where you're going to choose 5 people from your phone. Think of the 5 people that jump when you say jump and choose them. It will not automatically send anything to them. You can import a lot more than 5, but just start with 5 or however many you want. And just know they'll be uploaded. And then from that point, you can click send resource. And like we just showed you, you start with the permission, get the permission. And then after they come back with the yes, I want some information, then go ahead and send them one of the things from that peak category. It's super simple. And under coaching, in the meantime, are all the tutorials on anything that you want to do this week until we get started. And all it's going to take is a few people to click and watch some of those videos for you to be on the top of the leaderboard. So it's super exciting, and for it to translate into some membership sales. Super exciting.
Don, I'll answer a couple questions here
Oh,
real
yes,
quick
go
that I
right ahead.
see. Okay. So I'm just trying to find the app. There it is. You guys could see it, but I couldn't. All right, there we go. So somebody said they're having an issue with it. Where did that question go?
Logging them off.
Logging them off. So make sure of one thing. Now there is possible. I told you there's a couple little things, but first thing I want you to do is just go to your advancement navigator, click on the more button in the bottom right hand corner down here. Click on more and make sure you're on version 10.0.0. Okay, so that's the first thing to do. And if not, just log out, log back in, or upgrade the version in the App Store. That's a personal setting. Sometimes I have automatic updates on my phone, but not everybody does. Make sure this is the version you're on. That's important. Okay. Outside of that, there shouldn't be any kind of issue. You could always just try to log out of the app. Again, go to more down here in the bottom right. Right. Go to more. Make sure that you know when you log out, this panel is actually going to change a little bit. we're not making you rewrite the email every time. It should auto-fill that. I can't stand that you have to go and rewrite it each time. But I do want you to log out and log back in. So know your username, which is your email, and your password, and just log back in, and that will probably solve your problem. Okay? Let me see. In the chat, I also saw this is going to be fun. Yes, Rachel. It is fun. I mean, look, nobody thinks that prospecting is fun, but it turns into a game. And we have more and more features that literally will turn prospecting into Fortnite for prospecting. Like Fortnite has so many people because they've turned it into a fun, easy game. It doesn't take long to play. There's all kind of gamification. You get rewards. It makes you feel good. What if we can turn people on your team, the business, into something fun like that? And we're moving more and more in that direction. I have a problem. The app logs out. We talked about that. Share
Quick question about text, whether there's a text campaign or just email campaign.
Yeah, the text campaign, actually, one of the releases, now we haven't even started training or talking about it yet, but one of the releases that we have is a text campaign. So if you put them in what we call a smart connector, the app will literally cue you to follow up with the next text. Whereas we already do that with email, but we do it automatically in email. The emails automatically go, and you get notified if they click on anything. But with the smart connector, there will be a flow. Right now, it's manual. You're going to know if somebody responds, and then you automatically go to the app, you go to the next section, and you send the next resource via text. So it's manual now, but you have all the flow of resources. You know exactly what to do. So I hope that answers it for you. But that smart connector has been released, and we'll be training on it soon. Steffi, did you see the opt-in rate? I sent you a message, but there's so many messages in here I can't see. Do you see the opt-in rate on this campaign? I was just curious.
Yeah, need to check on it.
Okay. I just wanted you guys to see what your current opt-in rate on this email campaign is. No matter what the number is, it's impressive. Even if it's bad relative to what we could do, it'll still be impressive.
And keep in mind, I've just been doing a beta test with my own team. We're just opening it up to everyone. And what's super exciting is the potential here. I mean, this company is just exploding with over 6,000 reps in 90 days. And even if a small percentage started sharing this, their membership sales are going to go up. It's just going to be incredible.
Yeah. What'd you see, Steffi?
Yeah, for the ACM opportunity campaign, we do have 45.28%.
That's just crazy.
45% opt-in rate, guys. And then we haven't even trained people on, hey, before you put them in a campaign, you always say, hey, let's stay in touch. I'd love to send you something. You text them or you call them. You don't dump people in an email, and you still have a 45% opt-in rate. That's crazy. Okay? All right. Awesome. Don Marie, we'll turn it over to you if there's any other questions, but this was great being with everybody.
Patrick, if I may ask one quick question.
Yeah.
One of the things when I first downloaded the app, it asked a question if it wanted to automatically, I guess, import my contacts from my mobile phone, which my friend was here. He did it. All his contacts are great. I did not choose to import my contacts at that time. I should have, because it made it so simple. All his contacts was right there in the app, you know? How do I now get all those contacts into the app? Is it an easy way to do it the way it was when you first download the app and you can just click yes and they're automatically there?
Actually, I don't know what you would have seen there. It's the same feature now. Oh, I kind of know what you mean.
Oh, it's the import wizard.
Okay, let me show it to you. I'll show it to you. What's the sorry, Steffi, what is the Pro Plus what?
AN.
AN, that's what it is. Okay. I understand what you're asking. So let me show this to you really quick. There is a feature called the wizard, and the wizard shows up when you first get started. which I don't
Yes.
honestly always love because sometimes people don't know what's going on. But here's where I really love the wizard. So, Dawn, you can decide if we want to leave that on or not. But you can go there anytime, Antoine, by literally going to the plus button down here
Okay.
and click on wizard. Now, here's where I love the wizard. Is if I'm doing a group training event, I had 10 people come over my home once, and I was talking to them about prospecting. And look, one thing you'll discover and sometimes be disappointed in possibly is that people talk a good game about wanting to change their life, and then you find out they're just not doing very much activity. And when you find out the activity they're really doing, you'll want to strangle them, right? And so you got to remember to love everybody, right? Their time is not now, but you be there for them when they're ready, and you love them no matter what, right? Don't beat them up. This is not the military, right? This is not the army, right? You can't. So one thing you can do, these 10 people came over and they're all telling me how they want to change their life. And the 10 people on the 27th of the month, and I will never forget this, on the 27th of the month, those 10 people had made a total of 12 engagements. 10 people, 12 engagements over 27 days. So I said, hey, pull up your phone, click on the wizard. I had them all click the wizard. And the wizard then said, click here to import your contacts. And they click import. And it said, for a quick start, let's import several contacts at once. It's just a yellow brick road, right? They click multiple. And then it says on the next screen, select at least 5 contacts. It literally won't allow them to cheat, right? So they click here. Now, this is a demo, so it won't tap into my phone's database. But I would pick, if I tried to pick 3, the app would say, oh, please pick 2 more. It forces them to pick 5 people. Those 10 people at my house, in less than 10 minutes, had each sent out 5 people a pre-written text message. That means they made 50 exposures. Those 10 people, in about 10 minutes, had made 50 exposures and had already started getting responses. In 10 minutes, they did 10 times, almost 10, they did 9 times more activity than they had in 27 days they did in 10 minutes. Now, you talk about moving a team into activity. So that's the wizard, Antoine. Now, I can exit the wizard, but all you have to do individually, it's the same diff. I just click the plus button down at the bottom, and then I click import. I can click import, and it will say 1 contact or multiple. And then I can go in and click multiple contacts in my phone's database. I don't see any reason ever to import everybody in your database. You're not going to prospect that many people today. Just go to multiple, click 10, 15, 20 people, click on those and prospect those people. The number you really want to see in the app is that is this number. You don't want to see 2,900 people and I've talked to 3.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Makes sense.
Keep these numbers related to each other because otherwise they're wasting time putting contacts in the app that they never intend on prospecting. Like when you sit down with somebody, like let's pick 10 or 20 and let's prospect all those 10 or 20 right now. Let's send them a message. We don't let you bulk send anything really. There's a reason because that's not network marketing.
Right.
And we would never be able to deliver at the percentage we are. Like our delivery rate on email is 99.7. I'm not going to go into explaining it all. If we let you bulk send anything, we would never deliver at 99.7%. You wouldn't have a 45% open rate. You wouldn't have a 50 or opt-in rate and a 50% open rate. You wouldn't have those numbers if we bulk sent stuff. This is right relationship based. Okay. Cool.
Hey, Patrick, we've got to sign off because it's just after 3 Eastern time. But hey, guys, I'm really excited that you guys are jumping on board and embracing this with vigor. It's a lot of fun. It's an awesome, awesome app. And I can't wait to walk you through some of the details and hear about your success stories with it because I think you're going to see a lot of them. It's fabulous.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I am so happy. Jen is amazing. She's our account executive, and I'm just so delighted that Patrick jumped on our train. So thank you, Patrick, for being here. And everyone, one thing, when you do start your app up for the very first time, it's going to prompt you. Do you want to let it send you notifications and use your camera and use this? Say yes to everything. Otherwise, it's not going to be able to prompt you. And get your teams on the call. As you saw, we're going to do a working session next week. So you're going to see that even if you get 5 of your team members on this and they send it out to 5 people, that those are all those exposures happening every week for 12 weeks. We're going to do this. And we're going to fire everyone up. They're going to understand how to do this, dissolve all their fear of rejection, and make it super easy, gamify everything. And then we could go into some more things in the future, like mentorship and looking at their statistics and helping them with their obstacle, their blocks. Really, really cool. So thank you all.
Awesome job, Don, for building for this and creating some excitement about this, because it's a game changer for sure. We'll talk to you guys in a week.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye-bye.